He studied alpha women who were masters at male seduction and paid very cautious attention to the words they used, how they said it, and vigorously studied the body language they maintained to make any man thirsty and begging for attention. He even got his hands on some ancient psychology books and learned the fine art of transferring invisible commands to a man's brain that fills his cell up with a strong need, craving, and addiction for the woman who uses it on him. Just as he was telling me all this, I noticed a collection of papers in his hand. I apologetically interrupted and asked him about these papers. He casually replied, "Oh, these are my notes and a collection of all my tricks and formulas from 11 years of research." My heart literally flared up with excitement as I thought, I've got to have this. "Can I please have these notes?" I asked him desperately. He looked very uncertain for a moment, but then said, "Sure, but you have to promise that you won't use it for anything evil." I nodded my head in agreement, and he printed a new copy for me. I jumped and screamed with joy and quickly rushed home to read these notes like a geeky student hungry for information. I was flabbergasted at how easy the tricks were and immediately wanted to test it on a guy. There was a guy at my office who I found deliciously appealing. I once asked him out in the past, before I was with my ex, but he very directly and disturbingly rejected me. Later, I caught him telling a colleague that I was 2 out of a 10 and that I was horrid and unpleasant to look at. As this horrifying incident replayed in my head, I dug through the notes and found the mental link-up technique that is known to alter a man's state of mind and generates the "I like this girl" feeling in his gut. I used this trick during a small 5-minute interaction with him, and just as I was about to head home, he asked me out to dinner and blushed and giggled when I said yes. This alarmed and baffled a colleague of mine who was standing at the corner witnessing all this. With her eyebrows raised in shock, she asked me to explain how I did that. I remained silent at first, but then she confessed that her husband barely notices her and always wants to spend time away from her. Seeing her misery, I shared the bonding